Okay, so my favorite trait, I guess I can't choose bossiness.
True. True.
No, my favorite trait's probably, I just think you have such an amazing will. Like your willpower is so amazing to me. Because, I know that you appreciate things in others that you don't feel like you have as much yourself. So I think from you I've learned that will is not something that you're just born with, though. It's something that you exercise on a regular basis. And you do that. You never stop. You do it. You get it done. And, you make changes and you adapt. And I think that's where I get a lot of my adaptability from is from watching you do that.
Well, in that, you say that, you never meet a stranger.
Mm-hmm.
You will walk up to complete strangers and say things to them that, I don't feel like I have the liberty to do. And
I ain't afraid of nobody.
True. And I always hear how much everybody loves Erica. It's like everybody loves Raymond, everybody loves Erica.
And yet everyone loves you, so.
So my favorite memory about Erica is she's probably 3 years old, and we're living overseas in Germany.
Not good memory.
No. And it's not the one you think. Since it was just us at home and Daddy was working 12-hour days, he was on base because we were overseas in Germany living because my husband was in the Air Force. And I would have my prayer times in the morning, and Erica always had to be part of everything. And so
you're missing out, man.
So I'm trying to attend to my spiritual life, and Erica's big thing was want to do what I was doing. Well, this one day in particular, I was on my knees, praying, and she got up and stood on the back of my calves with her hands on my back like she was riding a pony, and started swaying side to side, and so what are you going to do? You're going to sway side to side. And that was just the beginning of her wanting to be doing something like me and having to be involved.
In everything.
Everything. True.
So my favorite memory of you, gosh, I have a lot of memories. My mom is in all of my memories, so what are you gonna do?
Some we can share, some we cannot.
Some are not meant for public consumption. No, I would guess for me, my favorite memory of my mom is probably when she had my baby brother, Ian. Ian's my baby brother. I've got so many brothers, I'm just kidding, I love them all. No, so Ian was born, or going to be born, and I was so excited because I thought for sure it was going to be a sister.
Oh, yeah.
I thought for sure it was going to be a sister. And then we go to the ultrasound, not a sister.
Not a sister.
And then I'm still, my little kid heart is like, they could be wrong. You never know. And so he came out. He was not a sister still.
Yeah, no, nothing
still another
changed.
brother. But I think, even though I don't know that I necessarily remember this myself, I remember the feeling of it. So when he was initially born, and the doctor was like, oh, we got to get into his mom so they can have that skin on skin bonding moment. And mom was like, nope, give him to his sister. And so I was the first person outside of the doctor to hold Ian.
Yep.
And to this day, it's still a very special memory. And Ian and I are very close. And I sincerely believe it was because of your wisdom in that moment, choosing to make that bond important to you and to me. And I think that's one of the reasons why I have my brothers a lot of times are my best friends. They really are. So I thought that was very wise of you.
Okay, now let's do a vacation memory.
So vacations. I pretend like I like to vacation with people. I don't. I want to stay home.
Homebody.
I like reading.
Yeah.
But
in a hammock.
I will say that my mom is one of my favorite vacation buddies. Not just because she pays for everything. There are other reasons. But
the one that comes to mind is when we were in the Redwoods. We went there as a family after my mom had passed away, and we were filling out her final wish to bury her in California. And so I booked some time for us as a family to be able to go through the Redwoods. It's one of my favorite places in the United States is the California Redwoods, just outside of Fort Bragg and Eureka. And I thought, I really want to share that with my kids. So
magical. It's
yeah,
mystical.
It is. You feel like you've stepped back in time.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, for sure. I'm so glad there weren't any T-Rexes. But remember when we hiked in, speaking of T-Rexes.
Is this the one where I ruined my shoes? My shoes.
I think it was the one where you ruined your shoes. We hiked into a place called Box Canyon. Truthfully, it was one of the locations where Jurassic
Yeah.
Park was filmed.
Yeah, it was so cool.
It was very fun. So we're hiking in, and it's in April, but in Northern California, on the Pacific Northwest like that, it's always rainy, always moist. That's why you have the ferns
why I
and the
loved it.
redwoods. Yeah, it was gorgeous. And we're hiking in, but I mean, it's wet. And I've got my camera, and you're freezing, you got a hoodie on, and we all hiked in tennis shoes. Probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. And we're hiking in, and we're going through this road, and it's filled with ruts, and the ruts are filled with water, and you have to like try to walk on the grass to get around.
And so here goes Mom, just
Boom.
thinking she can go all by herself. And she goes in front of all of us, and the first step she takes, just boom, booty all in the mud. Just mud all over
Up to
her
my
back.
big back and everything.
And like after you assess and make sure she's fine, you're all laughing. But all of us are we laughed. We laughed so hard. I laughed at you so much.
And I had to stay like that. I had to stay like that the whole walk, which was over half the day.
Yeah, it was great.
I
I really
had-
enjoyed her discomfort.
I had muddy backside beyond a shadow of a doubt. But we have a great time as a family when we go on
do.
vacation. But also, even with all those leadership personalities in that group,
Yeah. We
There's-
fight a lot.
yeah,
We fight almost as deeply as we love.
I was gonna say we fight and we love fiercely,
True.
and that is
The
basic
hallmark of our family.
hallmark of our family.